Now, on one hand, it is relatively easy to think through the situation that Jude described and called the church to fight for 2,000 years ago. But how do we apply the teaching of Jude to the church nowadays? Well, Jude describes the situation against which the church must fight as basically having three characteristics. The first characteristic is that there is a certain sexual licentiousness. So there is no restriction on sexual behavior. And Jude explains that as by doing that, you deny that Jesus is Master and Lord over your life. Because Jesus has nothing to say over that part of human behavior. So that's the first characteristic. There's a sexual licentiousness. The second characteristic is that these people deny the whole existence of the spiritual fight. So that ideas have real spiritual reality behind them. The fact that there are demonic powers with demonic ideas. That whole idea is ridiculed by the opponents in Jude. So that is the second important point. And the third point is that these people walk according to their own desires. Or put it in more modern terms, follow your feelings. Now, at least two out of these three are very current within culture. But Jude is not calling us to fight culture, but to watch what we are and who we are in the church. And it may well be that at one point, we need to be called to our senses, to be woken up by Jude and say, hey, actually we find ourselves now in a situation where more than one of these three characteristics are very live discussions within our denomination, within our church. And at that point, Jude says, hey, wake up, you have to fight for the faith. Because these people basically are not of the same religion, they are of a different faith. They are not with us anymore.